Hello, everyone, and welcome back to My English Teacher, where learning English feels warm, natural, and real. I'm Emily, and I am so happy you're here with us today.
And I'm Paul. Thank you for joining us again. We help you practice real, everyday English through natural conversations, just like how people really speak.
Exactly. And before we start, please like and subscribe. It really helps us grow and share more warm English stories with you.
All right, Emily, I'm curious. What are we talking about today?
Today's topic is something everyone can relate to: feelings. We'll talk about how to describe emotions in daily life, how to share them in English, and how to feel confident expressing yourself.
That's a big one. Feelings are part of our life every single day. Sometimes happy, sometimes stressed, sometimes just calm.
Yes, and that's where we'll begin, talking about our daily mood. So, Paul, how do you usually feel in the morning?
Honestly, it depends on my coffee. If I have coffee, I'm happy. If not, I'm sleepy and a little quiet.
That sounds like many of us. So in English, you could say, I feel sleepy, I feel energetic, or I feel fresh.
Right. And for mornings, I like to say, I feel peaceful today. Or, I'm in a good mood. Simple, but positive.
Exactly. The phrase, in a good mood, is great. It means you're feeling positive and light. You can also say, in a bad mood, if you're grumpy or tired.
Yeah. Sometimes I wake up and say, don't talk to me before 9 a.m.
That's a funny one. But yes, we all have those days. Let's give our listeners a mini practice. Repeat after us. I'm in a good mood today.
Now, try another one. I'm feeling a little tired. Nice and natural. Great job if you said it out loud.
Good. Now let's talk about something very common: stress. Paul, when do you feel stressed?
When I have too many emails, or when I forget something important, my brain goes, oh no, not again.
That's funny. I know that feeling. In English, we can say, I feel stressed, or I'm under pressure.
Or I need to relax. That's my favorite phrase after work.
Yes, that's a nice one. To relax means to slow down, breathe, and rest your mind. You can also say, I feel calm now, or I'm trying to stay calm.
Sometimes I take a short walk. I look at the trees, hear the sound of birds. It helps me feel calm again.
That's a beautiful way to calm down. Let's practice. I feel calm when I walk outside.
And I feel stressed when I have too much work. These are easy and useful sentences for daily life.
Exactly. Emotions are like the weather. They change. Some days are sunny, some days are cloudy, but that's okay.
I like that, Emily. When I'm stressed, I listen to music. It always changes my mood.
That's great. So we can say, music makes me happy, or music helps me relax.
Yes, and it's easy to connect that with daily habits. Speaking of habits, Emily, what habits help you feel good every day?
Hmm, I think smiling helps. Saying thank you, even for small things, makes me feel positive.
Oh, I love that. I feel grateful when someone smiles at me. That's a good sentence.
Yes, the word grateful means thankful. Let's repeat together. I feel grateful today.
And remember, you can use feel with many adjectives. Happy, sad, excited, relaxed, nervous. It's so flexible.
Right. Feelings connect to daily habits, how we sleep, what we eat, even how we speak to others.
So true. For example, if I don't sleep well, I feel irritable. Small things annoy me.
Yes, and if you sleep well, you feel calm and focused, so your mood depends on small habits.
Exactly. That's why we say good habits bring good feelings.
Let's teach our listeners one more phrase. I feel motivated. It means you have energy to do something.
Yes, I feel motivated when I finish one English lesson. It gives me a little win for the day.
That's a great mindset. Learning English is not about being perfect. It's about progress, little by little.
Exactly. Even one new phrase can make you feel proud. So, how about we practice some expressions for talking about stress and calm moments together?
Sure, let's go. I feel stressed before an exam. I feel calm after listening to music. I feel tired but peaceful.
Great. Try saying one sentence about your feeling today. It can be simple. I feel okay, or I feel great.
Perfect. Now let's talk about sharing feelings, not just having them, because expressing emotions helps us connect with people we care about.
Yes, that's important. Sometimes it's hard to say how we feel to friends or family, right?
Right. Especially in English, many learners worry, what if I say it wrong? But the truth is, feelings don't need perfect grammar. They need honesty.
That's beautiful. When I talk to my friends, I say things like, I feel nervous, or I'm excited to see you. It makes the conversation real.
Exactly. Feelings connect people. Even saying, I'm a bit down today, can open a caring conversation.
Yeah. When someone tells me that, I usually say, do you want to talk about it? Or, I'm here for you.
That's kind, Paul. And for our listeners, that's a great way to show empathy. I'm here for you. Empathy means understanding how someone feels. You can also say, I understand, or that sounds hard. Good. Now, before we move to the next part, let's do a mini practice. Repeat after us. I'm here for you. That sounds difficult. I understand how you feel.
Beautiful. If you said it out loud, you're already building real English confidence.
All right. I think that's a good moment to pause before we move into deeper feelings, how emotions show up at work, school, and in everyday life.
Yes, because feelings are not just personal, they also shape how we communicate with others.
Let's keep going. You know, Paul, many people struggle to express emotions at work or school. They don't know what words to use.
Yes, exactly. At work, you can't always say, I'm angry, laughing. You need to be polite but honest.
That's true. For example, if you feel upset about something, you can say, I'm a bit frustrated, or I'm not very happy with this situation.
Good one. Frustrated means you want something to work, but it doesn't. Like when your computer freezes during an online meeting.
Oh, yes, that's the worst. You're talking and suddenly everything stops. That's real frustration.
Exactly. And you can also say, I feel disappointed when something doesn't go as planned.
For example, I felt disappointed when my project was delayed. That's polite but honest.
Or in school, you might say, I feel nervous before my presentation, or I'm proud of my work.
That's great. Remember, feelings aren't only negative. We can say, I feel proud, I feel excited, I feel thankful. These make conversations brighter.
Exactly. Positive emotions help people connect. And at work, when someone does a good job, you can say, I really appreciate your help.
Yes, the word appreciate is beautiful. It means to be thankful in a kind and respectful way.
Let's do a quick repeat for our listeners. I appreciate your help. I feel proud of my progress. I feel frustrated when things don't work.
Perfect. You sound more natural already.
You know, Emily, sometimes my mood changes with the weather. Does that happen to you too?
Oh, yes. When it rains, I feel calm. When it's sunny, I feel more active and happy.
Same here. Rainy days make me want to stay home, drink tea, and listen to soft music.
That's lovely. You can say, rainy days make me feel relaxed, or I feel lazy on cold mornings.
And when the sun shines, you can say, I feel full of energy today, or the weather lifts my mood. That means it makes you happier.
Exactly. Weather can really affect how we feel. Some people even say, the weather matches my mood.
I like that phrase. If it's cloudy, maybe you feel quiet. If it's bright, you feel cheerful.
Yes, and here's a vocabulary spotlight. Cheerful means happy and positive. Synonym, joyful. Example, I feel cheerful when I see my friends.
Nice. I think it's amazing how small things, weather, music, food, can change our feelings.
You're right. Speaking of food, let's talk about food and emotions.
Yes, because when I eat pizza, I'm the happiest man on earth.
That's true joy. Food is emotional. You can say, this food makes me feel comforted, or chocolate makes me feel better.
Or I feel hungry and excited when I smell good food. That's me every evening.
That's a fun example. And sometimes food connects to memories, like this soup reminds me of home.
Ah, yes. We can also say, I feel nostalgic, which means you miss the past or old memories.
Exactly. Nostalgic is a warm but emotional word. Example, I feel nostalgic when I listen to old songs.
Let's give our listeners a mini practice. I feel relaxed when it rains. I feel cheerful on sunny days. This food makes me feel happy. I feel nostalgic when I smell my mom's cooking.
That's perfect. These sentences sound like real-life English.
And if you make mistakes, don't worry. Feelings are human. You're not a robot. Your English doesn't have to be perfect.
Yes, we always say your goal isn't perfection, it's connection. When you talk about feelings, people don't judge your grammar, they feel your heart.
That's beautiful. So, dear listeners, keep practicing. Talk about your day. Say one feeling every morning. I feel ready. I feel grateful. Or even, I feel sleepy.
That's right. Naming your feeling helps you understand yourself and speak more naturally in English.
And don't forget, your feelings change, and that's okay. Even native speakers say, I don't know how I feel today.
That's true. That's also English practice. You can say, I'm not sure how I feel today, or my mood keeps changing.
Yes, and it sounds honest. Being real makes your English more human.
So, now let's talk about feelings while doing your favorite activities. Paul, what activity always makes you feel good?
Oh, easy. Walking by the river in the evening, the air is cool, the lights reflect on the water. It makes me feel peaceful.
That sounds beautiful. You can say, walking helps me clear my mind, or I feel alive when I'm outside.
Yes, and for others, maybe cooking or reading brings joy. You can say, cooking helps me relax, or reading makes me happy.
Or even, I feel inspired when I draw, or I feel calm when I play music.
Exactly. Let's add one more. I feel free when I travel. That's a good one for next, right?
Yes, perfect. We'll move into travel and emotions in the next part because traveling can bring every feeling at once: excitement, nervousness, curiosity.
I love that. Travel is like a mirror. It shows how you really feel.
Beautifully said, Paul. So let's continue with that. All right, let's talk about feelings during travel and transportation. Paul, do you like traveling?
I do, but I also get a bit nervous before a trip. The packing, the airport, the did I forget my passport moment.
Oh, yes, that moment. So true. In English, we can say, I feel nervous before traveling, or I feel excited about my trip.
Right. And once I'm on the plane, I feel relaxed. Looking out the window makes me peaceful.
That's a good one. You can also say, I feel calm when the plane takes off, or I feel thrilled when I see new places. Thrilled means very excited, by the way.
Yes, I love that word. For example, I felt thrilled when I visited Japan. It's stronger than just excited.
Exactly. And sometimes travel can be stressful too. You might say, I feel frustrated when my flight is delayed, or I feel tired after a long trip.
I've said that so many times. But then when I arrive and smell the new air, I feel free.
That's a perfect example. Travel changes our emotions quickly: tired, excited, amazed, relaxed. It's a journey of feelings.
You're right. And we can learn English from those feelings. Try saying out loud, I feel excited when I travel. Or I feel nervous before a flight.
Nice. And you can also describe small travel moments, like, I feel happy when the train arrives on time, or I feel calm watching the sea from the window.
Yes, those small details make your English sound real, like storytelling, not just grammar.
That's true. Storytelling is the best way to express emotion.
Speaking of storytelling, Emily, what's a memory that makes you feel emotional when you travel?
Hmm, good question. Once I missed a train in Paris. I was tired and sad, but then a stranger smiled and helped me find my way. I felt grateful, and suddenly everything felt okay again.
That's beautiful. So the phrase, I felt grateful, fits perfectly there. Gratitude can turn a bad day into a good memory.
Exactly. That's what I love about feelings. They always change, but they also teach us something.
Right. When I think about my old memories, I feel a mix: happy, sad, peaceful, sometimes all at once.
Yes, and in English we call that bittersweet. It means something is both happy and sad. For example, I felt bittersweet at my graduation.
Oh, that's such a nice word. Like when you say goodbye to someone you love, you're happy for them, but sad to part.
Exactly. Emotions are full of color. And when you talk about past feelings, you can use felt instead of feel.
Right. For example, I felt nervous before my first job interview, or I felt proud when I finished school.
Good examples. And let's give our listeners a mini practice for past feelings. Repeat after us. I felt happy when I met my best friend. I felt nervous before my presentation. I felt peaceful during my vacation.
That sounds great. If you said it out loud, you're training both your memory and confidence.
Exactly. Talking about the past helps you build emotional vocabulary and connect with your listeners when you speak English.
Emily, when I think about feelings, I realize how they guide our lives. At home, work, or travel, they tell us what matters.
So true. And that's why learning to express feelings in English isn't just language practice, it's emotional growth.
Yes, because when you can name your feeling, you can understand yourself better.
That's beautiful, Paul. And it's also a kind of self-care, like saying, I feel tired, so I'll rest, or I feel happy, so I'll share it.
Exactly. You're not hiding your emotions, you're using them wisely. That's a part of the growth mindset we always talk about.
Yes, the growth mindset says every feeling is okay. You can learn from it.
That's right. Even when you feel nervous speaking English, it's not failure, it's progress. You're stretching your comfort zone.
Exactly. So next time you feel shy, say to yourself, it's okay. I'm learning. That simple phrase can change your energy.
I love that. Let's make that a mini practice too. It's okay. I'm learning. Say it again. It's okay. I'm learning.
Wonderful. The more you practice speaking with feelings, the more natural your English becomes. Because real English isn't just words, it's emotion.
Yes, language without emotion is like music without sound.
Beautifully said. So let's move into something deeper next, how our feelings connect with people around us, friends, family, and loved ones.
Ah, yes, because that's where emotions really come alive. In relationships.
Exactly. Let's go there next. Let's talk about feelings with friends and family. You know, Paul, sharing emotions can be difficult, even in your first language.
That's true. Sometimes it's easier to say, I'm fine, even when you're not. But when you learn how to express feelings clearly, you build stronger connections.
Exactly. In English, you can start simple. I feel sad. I feel worried. I feel happy for you. Honest words make people feel closer.
Yes, and when a friend shares something emotional, it's nice to say, that must be hard, or I'm proud of you. These short phrases mean a lot.
Right. They show care and understanding. You don't need long sentences, just warm ones.
I remember when my sister was studying abroad. She felt lonely, so I told her, I miss you, and I'm thinking of you. She said it made her day.
That's sweet. Simple emotional words can comfort others more than perfect grammar ever could.
Yes, let's give our listeners a few more examples. I'm happy for you. I'm worried about you. I'm here if you need me.
Perfect. These phrases are gentle but powerful, and they work in so many situations family, friends, even coworkers.
Exactly. Sometimes just saying, I understand, helps someone feel better.
You know, Paul, feelings at work or school can be tricky too. Sometimes you want to sound polite, but still honest.
Yes. Like when you disagree with someone, you can say, I feel a bit uncomfortable about that, instead of being too direct.
That's a great tip. I feel softens your sentence and makes it sound more thoughtful.
And when you're happy with someone's idea, say, I feel excited about this project, or I feel confident working with you.
Lovely examples. See how emotions can make communication clearer and kinder?
Absolutely. And it's amazing how our environment changes emotions too. For example, a rainy morning makes me calm, but a noisy place makes me tired.
Same here. Sometimes I go to a park just to breathe and reset my mood. You can say, I feel peaceful when I'm in nature.
That's a nice sentence. And for our listeners, you can also say, I feel better after a walk, or I feel refreshed after some quiet time.
Good. You see, English for feelings isn't just vocabulary, it's a reflection of how you live and see the world.
Yes, and it helps you understand yourself too. When you name your emotion, you take control of it.
That's powerful. It's part of emotional intelligence, knowing what you feel and expressing it gently.
Exactly. And that skill helps you in everything: relationships, learning, confidence, even English speaking.
Yes, because when you can say, I feel nervous, instead of staying silent, you start breaking the wall of fear.
That's so true. Every time you express something real, your English becomes alive.
Speaking of real, let's talk about memories. Do you have a past moment that still brings you strong feelings?
Yes. I remember one rainy afternoon in high school. My teacher said, "Your voice matters." That small sentence made me feel seen. I still feel warm thinking about it.
That's beautiful, Paul. Words can touch deeply. We can say, that memory warms my heart. It means it brings comfort and joy.
Yes, that's perfect. And for sad memories, you can say, "It still hurts a little," or "I feel emotional when I think about it."
Exactly. Past feelings remind us how human we are. They make us soft, kind, and connected.
Yes, and they also show how far we've come. When I think of old mistakes, I don't feel shame anymore. I feel grateful for how much I've grown.
That's the heart of learning, in life and in English. Progress, not perfection.
Exactly. You might feel nervous now, but one day you'll look back and say, "I feel proud of how far I've come."
Let's say that again for everyone listening. I feel proud of how far I've come.
Yes, keep that phrase in your heart. You're doing better than you think.
Before we finish, let's do one last vocabulary spotlight for today. 1. Frustrated. When things don't go as you want. Example, I feel frustrated when my computer crashes. 2. Cheerful. Happy and positive. Example, I feel cheerful on sunny mornings. 3. Grateful. Thankful. Example, I feel grateful for my friends.
Nice. 3 feelings for real life. Use them anytime, anywhere.
Let's summarize. Today we talked about describing your daily mood, stress and calm moments, food and travel emotions, and feelings with people you love.
And we learned that talking about feelings helps you connect, not only in English, but also in life.
Exactly. Every sentence you speak with emotion builds confidence. Even a small phrase can open a big heart.
So don't be afraid to say, "I feel nervous," or "I feel happy." Every feeling is part of your story.
Beautifully said. And remember, even if you remember just one phrase today, you are already improving.
Yes, practice a little every day, and your English and your heart will grow stronger.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to My English Teacher. More warm and fun English stories are coming your way.
And comment one phrase you'll use today. Maybe, "I feel proud," or "I feel grateful." We'd love to read your answers.
See you next time, everyone. And remember, one English sentence today is one step closer to confidence tomorrow.
Beautiful ending, Emily. I feel inspired already.
Me too, Paul. Me too.